Hello guys, welcome to online course in Android. In the previous tutorial we saw how to work on a particular seek bar, am I right? So we worked on a seek bar, and today's tutorial we're gonna learn on creating a date picker. Okay, so time picker, I think you people can do it, so you can also do a time picker in a particular assignment. Okay, so you can use that, that's not at all a problem. Okay, now what we are gonna do in a date picker is something like that. Now it's basically a widget which we select a date, so it actually lets you to select date by day, month, year, like so on. So Android also provides, apart from that, it also provides a particular what do you say, a time picker to select the time. Okay, so we have got something called android.widget date picker. That's what basically we gonna do about a date picker. Okay, in the all the tutorials what we learned in previous, I think we have known pretty much about all the widgets and what we are gonna do in a particular widgets. Okay, now we can also do many things in this. We have got a lot of methods on a date picker. Okay, so one is set spinner you can use. Okay, and we can also see get year, get first day of week. Okay, so attributes of date picker or something like date picker mode. Okay, and also we have got backgrounds also we can select for that, padding we can do for that. So there are lots of things in an date picker. Okay, so we need to pick the date and set the date to that current interval. Okay, now how will you do that? So we will go with the date. Okay, so we'll say date picker, that would be our name. Okay, all right, so let's start with the new project. So seek bar, I hope you have worked on this particular seek bar. Now in a date picker what we are going to do is that we're going to put a small text which will shows the view of it. Okay, then we'll put a button, so when we click the button it will change the date. So we have got a date now, think like we have got a date like this. Hold on, let it load. Okay, we got a date like this. So we'll have a small button here. So when I click the date and say change the date, so automatically that button will listen and change this particular date. Okay, that's what we're gonna do now. Okay, so we there was some query saying that, sir, we can we use relative layout? Obviously we can use relative layout also in our this thing particular application. So in legacy we have got relative layout. Okay, or we'll do one thing I thought of, like I'll also tell you how to do about relative layout. Relative layout is what, like it's like in a linear layout we can do vertical or horizontal. Relative layout we can put one below the other also. Okay, we can just call the method. So I think we will do this particular program in a relative layout. Okay, so we'll do it in a relative layout. So what we're gonna do here is that, hold on, I'll just change this constraint layout to relative layout, or I can hard code it also. Okay, shall we hard code it if it is okay with you people? Because also, sometimes what will happen, we need to hard code it also. Okay, certain things like how we do basically in a linear layout and all, we can hard code it in a relative layout also. Okay, so we'll keep all this. I can just change this to relative layout. I can just say it as relative layout, give a space out here. Okay, and I don't need all these things out here. I can just constraint layout, all this I have to remove, and I can just write it as a relative okay, a relative layout. Okay, I can do that. Okay, so basically here you can see, okay, hello world will be on the top of it. So we don't want this particularly this hello view. Okay, so what we gonna do is that we gonna see how we basically work in this particular time picker. Okay, now we'll have a text view. We'll remove all these things because width, height, yes, text I need. Okay, all this thing I can remove it. Okay, all right, so I can change the text. Okay, so text is like I'll give a ID for that particular text view, so only to view the text. Okay, so we don't do anything, just to change the date or whatever I want to do in a particular text, we can do that. Okay, so I'll have an ID. Okay, Android, I can say Android ID, Android colon ID. Okay, and we'll put that ID as a text view. Okay, text view. Okay, I can just put it as a text view 1. We'll put it as a text view 1. That's basically what we are going to do. Okay, now yeah, one thing is that then we'll have a date and time picker. We can also use a date and time picker. Okay, all right, so there are lots of things what we can do in a date and time picker. Okay, so I can just drag and drop a date and time picker out here. Okay, what did I do? Okay, I did edit text, is it? I just need to say date picker. Okay, so I'll just say date picker. Okay, I'm gonna use this date picker. All right, so I'll wrap both of them. Okay, all right, so this is what it is. Okay, a date, it looks like this. So when you say a date picker, it looks like this. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna put this text below this particular date picker, which we're gonna do it later. Okay, that's one part of it what we are gonna do. Okay, so I can say our date picker layout should be basically about that. Okay, so we can do that. So we can say a date picker, the particular layout, Android layout. Okay, layout should be above our text view. Okay, we can do that. So you can see here it will be above the text view. Okay, so later we can see how this basically, I have not finished it up yet. So once I finish that, I can just say I can do it to the center if I want to do it to the center. Okay, I can say Android colon layout. Okay, layout to underscore center horizontal. I can do that, center horizontal. I can say it is true. Okay, so this thing I can do. I need to give an ID also for it to retrieve it. Android colon ID at ID. Okay, Android colon ID. So I need to give a ID equal to at ID. Okay, double quotes at. Okay, at ID, and we'll give it as a name as date picker. Okay, I can do that. So we finished off with this. Margin bottom and all also we can give if you want to give. Now basically what happens is that Android layout, margin bottom and all, what we gonna do is like some kind of little bit of layout we can give. Okay, I can say 35 dp. Okay, something like that. Okay, 36 dp. Okay, and I can close it. So my date picker is closed basically. Okay, now we can see here. Okay, so we need to wrap it up. Okay, before one more thing is that we need to have a button for it. Correct, we'll create a button, so then we will set it up properly how it is done. Okay, we'll have a button. Okay, so button basically will be again a wrap content. We don't want to take the full this thing. Okay, and in the button we will write the text as change the date. Okay, Android colon ID text as, okay, text as change date. Okay, that we can do. We basically we write it in our strings XML. Okay, now currently whenever you want to try, you can do that. Okay, sorry, so we can do that also. Okay, all right, now so align the parent to the bottom. Shall we align the parent to the bottom? I think that would be fine because it will come back to the bottom most. Okay, did I do wrong? Okay, I closed it here. So Android colon layout, I can say align parent to the bottom. Okay, all right, good. Again we can, yeah, it comes here. And Android I don't have to type it here. I can just copy this, Control C, Control V. Okay, good enough. Okay, center horizontal it became. Okay, so margin bottom again we will give. Okay, here this one. Okay, we can do that here. So as you proceed, guys, it will be easier for you. Okay, 20 dp. Okay, that's basically what we say. Okay, 20 dp done. Bottom, so we'll set up our text. Okay, so again we'll say align parent to the bottom, text align center. For the text we can align the parent to the left, start bottom. Okay, we can do that. So I'll say Android colon, sorry, am I typing? Okay, here this one. Okay, I can say Android colon layout align parent. Is it there? Yeah, parent will to the left will take true, and we need also align parent start. Okay, Android align. So I need you to practice all these things, so it will be useful for you also. Layout, any problem here? Underscore. Okay, that's because I didn't close the double quotes. Now this is what happens basically. Okay, all right, so I'll say Android colon layout. So I can have a margin bottom also, margin left also, margin right also. So it's basically what you want to do, you can select it. So that's not a problem. So I'll just say it is true, all these three true things. Then margin bottom also we will give. Okay, so all these things will set up properly. That's the one thing in a relative layout we need to remember, that that where exactly you want the particular text view to be done. Okay, all right, then margin left and margin start, that's basic what we usually do. Okay, in layout, margin left, we can not much, we can give less of dp. Okay, and margin start. Okay, Android colon layout. Okay, margin start. Okay, Android layout margin start, from where basically we need to start. We can start it from around the space of 30 dp. Okay, now these are the basic things what we can see. Okay, all right, so just see, let the Gradle build. Okay, that's the basic design what we do in a relative layout. Yes guys, you need to have a practice, you need to see this particular system, and you need to work on this particular system, otherwise it will be really not that easy for you to basically work on it. Okay, all right, Gradle is building, it takes little bit of time to finish it off. Okay, all right, now once that is done, okay, that's the design part of it. Okay, once this is done, we're gonna carry forward with our particular code that is in the main activity. I think it is taking a little bit of more time. Wish it would give a compatibility of like it's loading also, and we can type also, do something like that, because sometimes what happens is that Gradle starts acting crazy. Okay, so it will keep on building, then again we need to stop it and do it. So that's the problem. Even when I'm doing a video, it does that, and it takes a longer time. I need to give out a pause, then again do it back into it. Okay, all right, so I think it will take a little bit of time. So we're gonna see what are the methods. So let me tell you what are the methods. So methods of a DatePicker, as I told you, we can set it up as shown. Set a spinner. Okay, I can do that. Okay, set the spinners, we can get the day of the month, or get month, or get year, so we can do that. Okay, this is the DatePicker. So basically it will come as we proceed. Okay, when we do the particular design of it, get the current date, and also we will see what basically how this particular system works. Okay, all right, coming to the main activity, what we have to do, guys, here now, what is the main thing we need to start off with? We need to take three things from there, correct? One is the DatePicker, one is the button, to display, another one is a text view, correct? So we need to give the basically the variables what we are done here. That one is the date picker, am I right? So we're gonna take the date picker. Okay, so alt enter. So date picker is done, so we will just write picker. Okay, one second button. Okay, sorry, button just to display the date. Okay, to display the date, that's what we're gonna do, display date. Okay, display date. All right, then after that, once I display the date, then I need a text view. So these basically, these are the three things, correct guys? Text view. Okay, done. Text view to, what is the text? Given text view 1, am I right? No, then I did text view 1. Okay, so the button date picker, but oh, okay, I need to give here also, guys, I forgot to give it Android ID. Okay, I need to give that the name of it. Okay, so I can say button 1. Okay, button 1. Okay, if I, okay, all right, if I don't do that, so it will not be viewed there, correct? So it, I wouldn't be able to access it. Okay, text view 1. Okay, all right, now that's basically about what we assign it. Now once this is done, next word guys, I need to retrieve those three things, correct? What are the three things? One is the text view 1, am I right? Yeah, so I need to find it out by the ID. Okay, text view 1 is text view. Okay, find view by ID, correct? So what is ID guys? R dot ID dot ID dot text view 1. Okay, next we are going for the, what is the picker, correct? Yes, am I right? So what is the picker? It's a date picker, am I right guys? Yeah, so we're gonna find view by ID. Okay, R dot ID dot date picker, correct? That's the name what we gave there, am I right? Yeah, okay, so name what we gave there. Okay, there is an error here. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, so there's a date picker what we gave. Okay, good enough. Okay, we need to be clear with it guys, because this is the main thing which we do errors. Sometimes we'll give small letters, big letters, capital letters, uppercase, lowercase, so all these things depends on that, otherwise it will not take it. Okay, next one is displaying the date, am I right? The third one, display date, correct? Okay, so what is the display date? Basically it's a button. Okay, so you can see here, right, you have given it, correct? So I need to find the view by ID. What's the button? I think we are given as button 1, I guess, most probably, correct? Dot ID dot button 1, am I right? Yeah, dot ID dot button 1. Okay, great, good enough. Okay, now the important part guys, now this is where our program starts. Okay, all right, now what's next we have to do? First thing, we need to get the this text view, whatever text we are giving it. Okay, I need to set it to the current date. That's what I told you, correct? I need to implement the methods out here. Okay, date picker mode, that's what it basically does. Okay, so I need to have a get current date. That is what I am doing, means that to this particular date. Okay, so we will set the text view to that particular date. All right, so once this is done, we need to set our text view. Okay, set text, okay, to what? To the current date. Okay, current date. All right, Okay, and what's our current date, guys? We need to add by telling get what get, it's not showing, get current, current focus, is it? Should have current date. No. Okay, we need to check it. Yes, to get the yeah, we need to write the method for that, correct, guys? We need to write a class for that. Okay, get current date class. Okay, so when we do that only, we will be able to do access the current date. Okay, so we'll assign it, then we will write. Okay, we'll assign it, then we will write, guys. Okay, so I'll just say this is the method what we're gonna do. Okay, all right, so here way below, okay, we will assign this particular hold on, guys, 1 second. Okay, I'm getting a call. Give me a second, guys, give me a second. Okay, all right, hello, I'll call you back. I'm in basically in this thing, taking online. Okay, bye. Yeah. I think I need to edit it. Okay, whatever I said. Okay, anyways, let's leave that aside. Okay, all right. All right, now we will say we need to call it, so we'll say public string. Okay, just like what we did last time. Do you remember, guys? We had did a program, correct, for the, I think not for the seek bar, the previous one, correct, rating bar. We also, somewhere we took it, or we said about it, correct. So get, what do we say, get current date, correct. We need to be careful with this thing, whatever we are given there. Okay, so we're gonna get the current date. We need to build it using a string builder. Okay, so basically that is what we are doing, guys. So the string builder is used to particularly take it up the new instance of that particular application. Okay, all right, now why do we basically use a string builder? It is like you can modify at any point of time. It is just a mutable one. Okay, all right, so and it is used to create mutable modificable strings. Okay, it is same as your string buffer in Java. Okay, all right, so that's what we basically do. Okay, in Java also we do the same using this particular. So operations, if you want to append, you want to insert. Now current date, I want to, now today's date is 18, I want to put it as 22 when I change the date. That time all these things are done. So what we do, these are overloaded to accept the data of any type. Okay, all right, so that's the one part of it. All right, now so what we will assign, we'll assign to a new string builder. Okay, all right, good enough. Okay, all right, then after that we need to append, correct. We need to append the, what if I want to append the date, or if I want to do, correct. So all these things for appending and all, we are, as I told you, appending and all, we can use this, correct. So I need to append what are the things I want to append now. One, I will do it for picking the month. Picker dot get month, I can do that. Okay, all right, so I can do that one thing, get month. If I want to do, I can do that. Okay, okay, that one thing I can do. Yeah, that is, I need to add, correct, for the next month, if I am picking up that date for that particular next month, correct. Okay, that one thing I can do. Okay, so I can also add along with it, I can also add a particular what kind of format, something like this, correct. I can, so basically symbol comes like this, so I can do that. Okay, all right, so this basically what it does is that, so month is basically the month is 0 based on the current month you have got. If you want to go to the next month, you need to start getting it by adding 1. Okay, that's the one part of it. Then get the day of the month also we will do, that would be also nice. Okay, so I can say build builder dot append. Okay, builder dot append. So picker dot get, okay, get day of the month. is it there? Yeah, obviously it has to be there. Okay, day of the month. Okay, all right, so day I don't have to add anything, and I just need to click it. Okay, day of the month. Again, I can just add I can do that. Okay, sorry. Okay, get that month. Okay, function. Okay, and add a date for it. Okay, right, I can do this part. Okay, good enough. Okay, all right, then what I want a year also. If I want for a year, so I can say append the pen picker get here. Okay, the get year is there. Yes. Okay, I can do that also. Okay, fine, good enough. Okay, okay, all right, so then what, once you do that, as I didn't give it void, so I'll say return the builder to string. Okay, return the builder to string, correct? So return the builder to that particular string. Okay, good enough, guys. Okay, did I do anything wrong? Return builder dot to string, what it is saying, cannot resolve. Okay, we will see it, we as we write it, it will keep on going. Okay, all right, that's yeah, we will access that, that's not a problem. So we said, now what you are doing here, get the current date of it, whatever current date we want to give it. Okay, get the current date. Okay, string builder, I told you, right, how to append, how to do it, correct? Builder dot think builder dot builder dot to string. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, all right, so we'll continue here this part of it. Okay, we need to get the current date. Okay, now yes, so I need to close that. Okay, great. Okay, that's what we did. Okay, then I need to close that particular this thing. Okay, and I need to close this, correct, guys? Okay, this, I think this one thing is extra here. Okay, no, did we go wrong somewhere? So we can check it out, that's not a problem. So we will just see, yes, this entire activity will come for this is of 1, this is of the top one. Okay, I think we put an extra one here or something like that. Okay, good enough. Okay, I think this is better. Okay, all right. Okay, guys, now we will see what we have done here is that now basically we have taken a particular a date and time picker here. Okay, date and time picker. Okay, once we do this, guys, we need to remember is that we need to be very careful while we are applying this, all these writing the current with the, if you are writing any class function, okay, or a method, you're calling a method, you need to be very careful with the brackets out there, because bracket, you know, sometimes really disturbs you. Okay, so if you want to have a current date, okay, all right, that's the one part of it. Now we need to do on click method also, correct? Now that's only for getting the current date. Okay, now once we do that, okay, once we did this, okay, we got the current date. Now in that we need to also do what, guys? Now this is not only so much, correct? We just wrote the method for that. Now when I click the button, it should come, right? That's what I have to do. I have to display the date. Am I right? How? By set on click listener. Am I right, guys? Yeah, set on click listener. So new what, guys? New view. Am I right? Yeah, we have already done this. It will generate a method. Am I right? See here, correct? It generates a method. Now in this method, what we need to write? We need to write from where? From the text view of 1, whatever we took. Am I right? Okay, dot set text. I need to set the text. Okay, did it go anything I did wrong? Okay, view of view. Okay, okay, we will see it as we type. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to say change of date. Okay, change date, that would be my text. Okay, change date with the help of what, get current date. Am I right, guys? Okay, that's the change of date with the getting the current date. Okay, now we will see cannot resolve text view. Oh, okay, text view. Okay, now yes, correct. Okay, all right, see, these are all the small mistakes which will be there, guys, which you have to be very careful. Okay, all right, so we talked about this, guys. Okay, so we'll just see whether our program is good enough. Okay, so as I told you, we need to use a string builder, so that you need to append, correct, we need to append the month, date, month. So we use something called a string builder. Okay, this is basically, we are using string buffer in Java, correct. So in Android we are using string builder, so it will build and it will append, then we need to return it. Okay, so that's what we are gonna do. It's a simple program. Same way you can do it for your TimePicker also. This is a DatePicker, so you need to give it for the TimePicker also. Okay, so it will basically pick the date, button, and whatever. When I click, as I told you, set on click listener for what, the display date is what, it's a button, correct. So when I do that, it should click. When I click, I can select the particular this thing. Okay, all right, so that's the one part of it, guys. So let the program be executed. Okay, APK is built. All right, great. Current date is 29/5. Yeah, this is correct. Where's my, okay, I have to see my design. I think somewhere we might have gone wrong with the design, guys. It is showing what did it show? Change date. What was that change date? Where it is? Date picker is fine. Change date, so button is there. Okay, date picker is not showing. Okay, I have given it's about the text view button. Okay, button is fine. Text view is fine, so button, okay guys, so button is, I think button is overlapping. Yes, all right, so we need to give Android colon, okay, layout. This particular layout, okay, should be above, guys. Okay, hold on. Okay, layout, okay, layout underscore above what, it should be above the button. I hope it works now. Yeah, yes, can you see that? Yeah, if I remove it, think I removed it, can you see it? Yeah, so basically my date is here on the top, correct. So it has to be here. Okay, so this text view should be above that particular button, this particular, because we are given date picker is above the text view. Okay, all right, guys. Okay, now we'll see. Now it has to work. Okay, all right, so this is how this we need to do, guys. Okay, very good, it is loading very fast. This is what I like sometimes. Okay, when it loads it in a quite bit good way. All right, now, oh wow, okay, that's basically my date picker. Okay, so I've got a date picker. So I told you, a date picker, once you put it, will automatically come like this. Okay, so I want to the next month, and I'll say it's my birthday. I'll say 6th of June, and I'll say, now you can see the current date is 29/5/2020. I change the date to 6/6/2020. Can you see there, guys? Okay, I hope it is visible for you, correct. Let me see if I can zoom it. Okay, can I? Yes, can you see the change of date? 6/6. Now if I say 14, my friend's birthday, so, and I say change date, so 14/6. okay, that's mine. Okay, I say change date 6/6. all right, guys, wow, great. Okay, so this is a basic program, so you need to be little bit practice should be there. You need to make sure your design where when you're doing it about the relative layout, that's what I told you, correct. So this is a small particular program, guys. So keep practicing about it and you will get it right. Okay, that's all for today, guys. In the next, I think we will go with fragments. That's very important. By this week I have to finish. Now today's Friday, tomorrow fragments, and Sunday I think it will be a week off, but I will load one more on Sunday about menu. That will take a little bit of time, and next week is the last week, so we need first one day I'll see if I can do database, or I'll forward you the notes about it. So I think we learned a lot in Android. Okay, so I think you started to develop. There were a lot of queries saying that people have become, some students are from arts and some students are from commerce. They have developed and they are very happy for it. I'm also happy for them, because learning always makes you to grow. Okay, all right, guys, I'll not take much of your time. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.